Cowboy fans and YouTubers? Is that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you? Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic, especially if what Stephen Jones said comes to fruition. Stephen Jones was on 105.3 The Fan, the KNC masterpiece, yesterday, and he talked about, among other things, defense and the draft. Enlightening on his thoughts about the draft, he did talk about the defensive stance, how it's on them to improve, and he talked about, at some point, the safety position that's been neglected for years. He's mentioned how they've tried free agency in the draft before in trying to address the need. Unfortunately, as he said, things did not go their way, which is kind of obvious when you're not using first or second rounders on getting a safety, but you're just sitting there trying to get late round picks to stand in for a starter spot, and free agents in the position that just aren't there anymore. So yeah, it's incredibly short-sighted on your part as an owner and GM to get talent that is not working. That's on you, and I hope you acknowledge that and do better. This draft, he said there's a defensive need, but he said it's across the board, secondary and line. So it's not going to be just hitting one spot and moving on. So keep your eyes open for that during the draft. He talked about are they receiving phone calls for the 10 pick? He said they have been already receiving phone calls for the 10 pick, but depending on how the draft falls, that will be in turn the determining factor if they move around and what players they will move around for. In other news, with the OTAs beginning and the Cowboys definitely out there doing their part, Omar on Twitter tweeted out that they have won a BioRisk award for the HQ at the Star for their preparedness and safety protocols at the Star, which we already knew since last season that they've got a pretty good program in place for COVID and everything. So hopefully the Cowboys are keep on keeping on, and they're back out there doing what they need to do to win this year. With the draft, it's only going to enhance your chances, and hopefully after the draft with extra free agency, we can get some more players to fill up the rest of those holes. But of course, it's still going to be starting and stopping with Jerry and Steven and Will McClay, the de facto GMs. That's pretty much it for the news right now. If anything else comes out during the day, we'll talk about it. Until then, it's VA Dallas Cowboy fan, out.